Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, cause I don't fucking care.
Hey, what is up you guys? This is Nacho here and welcome back to another Overwatch video. In today's video, I figured I'd show you guys the new updates to 4 characters that are going to be coming soon to Overwatch and being released into the public. Right now, I'm playing on the PTR on PC, so this is just for public testing and the characters have already received the buffs. Now, the 4 characters, as you guys can tell from the title, that are receiving these buffs are Roadhog, Orisa, Widowmaker, and Junkrat. Now, getting started with Orisa, the first thing that we're going to notice, which is going to be a humongous difference, is her shield. If you drop her shield down, they actually increase the shield by 20%. As you can see, it's a lot wider and it actually has more of a dome shape. They said that they altered the shape a little bit more so that way you could give your team more coverage, and as you guys can tell, this is a big improvement, or going to be a big improvement, to Orisa's shield. I can see her being a lot more of a viable option now as a tank in Overwatch. Now, another thing that they did with Orisa is that they increased her fire rate by 20%. Now, you guys know if you shoot with Orisa, you have to lead your shots no matter what. Now, it's going to be a lot easier to predict where your enemies are going, and with the 20% increase, it's definitely going to make this a more viable option. Like I said, I can't complain with this buff. Like I've seen so far from playing Overwatch, the first like 100 to 200 levels, Orisa is really underplayed, so I think this buff to her shield and her fire rate is going to make her a much better option. Now, taking a look at Junkrat, the main difference that we are going to see with this character is that we now have 2 mines instead of 1. Now, we're all familiar with this character. You can drop one and then just go out, and we automatically have another one now. So as you guys can see in the bottom right of the screen, it's basically 2 charges now, and as you're playing throughout the map, it will just consistently charge, and this is definitely going to make Junkrat a more meta character. I can definitely see Junkrat being a super scary character to play against now. You guys know he's one of the biggest damage dealers in this game. If you're just trying to hold down a choke, you can just spam it, and now having these 2 mines is going to be really great to kill the squishies. Now, another thing that's going to be different with Junkrat is that we're now going to be able to triple jump. Now, this is going to make Junkrat a much more mobile character. Now, we're all familiar with putting the mine down, jumping up to a higher spot. Now, we're going to be able to put a second one down and jump to another area of the map that we would have not been able to get to before. So this is definitely going to make Junkrat a somewhat scarier character to deal with. And the last nerf that Junkrat got is an increase to his riptire speed. So now riptire is 30% faster, which is going to make it a lot easier to go towards your enemies and get those kills. A lot of people complain that riptire is the only ultimate that can be destroyed in this game, and while it still can be destroyed, the 30% increase in speed is definitely nice. Now, moving over to Roadhog, he pretty much just had 1 buff made to him that kind of made him a more mobile tank, or a more essential option, I guess you could say. We all know that the main function of Roadhog before was to hook somebody, shoot them, and get them with the combo. Now, that's not as effective as it used to be, so what they try to do to counteract this is that before, whenever you try to use his ability to heal up, you would be stuck in place. Now, you are free to move around, as you can see, and you are not even reduced any movement speed. You can literally be pushing a choke, use your ability, and not be slowed down at all. Let's say you go around a corner, you can just pop it and peek back right around again and get right back into the engagement. Now, this is definitely going to make Roadhog a much better option, and while you're using this ability, meaning whenever you have this animation active, you have 50% reduced damage, bullet damage, or any damage. And last but not least, Widowmaker received 2 buffs. The first with their grappling hook going from 12-second cooldown to only 8 seconds. They have shaved off 4 seconds from her grappling hook ability, which is definitely going to make her a much more mobile option. I think those Widowmaker mains out there are going to have a lot easier time navigating around the map now, and it's going to make it really easy to get those headshots. Now, the other ability that I thought was kind of interesting that they did, now we are familiar with her ultimate that lets your whole team see where the enemy is positioned at. Now, whenever you use your poison mine, if an enemy triggers it, you will be able to see that enemy through walls. Now, as I wait for one of these training bots to hopefully detonate this, as you can see, now I'm going to move behind the wall, and we're going to be able to see them. Now, as long as the poisonous effect is active, you will be able to see them. Now, while it goes away, you will not be able to. Now, as another example, I'm just going to put that there, and as you can see, we clearly can see them through the wall, no problem. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, my name is Papa Nacho. If you guys would like to see more Overwatch videos, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think about these changes to the heroes. Leave a like, subscribe to Nacho Nation, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Nacho Nation.